dangerous to wear. It's dangerously good looking, and it's a dangerously good homage. So if you were out in London with this watch, I'd probably pull my sleeve down. So this is a Pagani design that's taking its own tributed look to the Air King. And yeah, it's a stunner indeed. Sapphire crystal, NH35, so that's a Seiko caliber self-winding automatic movement, all stainless steel, and yeah, it does look good. I want to talk about it in detail. So you'll be looking at about $60 to pick up that piece before any taxes. The affiliate links are in the description below the video. Check them out if you're after a sharp price. And now, let's dive in. Top down, this PD-1692 is an unapologetic homage. You see it immediately in the wide stance of the lugs and the piano gloss black dial, punctuated by a green seconds hand with a white lollipop, and matching green script above 6. The proportions are purposeful: 41mm case diameter, 11.5mm thickness, and an effective 51.6mm lug-to-lug length, thanks to the protruding male end links. Lug width is 20mm, with the bracelet tapering to 16 at the clasp, so the visual weight steps down neatly from case to wrist. In profile, the watch reads muscular and clean. A tall, flat, high-polished flank runs the length of the midcase. It's assertive, but the lugs drop away aggressively, driving the bracelet downward to a planted fit. This is a layered build. You can catch the lip of the screw-down case back just beneath the flank, while above it sits a fixed inward-sloping bezel that supports a synthetic sapphire crystal over the dial. Transitions are handled with care. Smooth bevels bridge polished flanks to the brushed lug hoods, keeping the geometry crisp and well-defined rather than soft. But there are no sharp edges. The brushing mirrors the finish on the end links, delivering a near-seamless head-to-bracelet integration when viewed from the top. At 3, a semi-guarded signed screw-in crown completes the silhouette. It's a 6.9mm across, tall, with wide, deep knurling. The feeling is positive without feeling oversized. The semi-guards nod to the latest evolution of the original this watch or this homage pays tribute to, tying the whole case language back to its source material with a modernized tool-ready stance at a fraction of the price. The bracelet is a classic 3-link layout that suits the case perfectly. We already noted the male end links that stretch the effective lug-to-lug length to 51.6mm, but on the wrist, the strongly downturned lugs pull the first links straight down, so there's hardly any overhang and the watch hugs the wrist closely. There's a pronounced taper from 20mm at the lugs to 16mm at the clasp. That drop does two things. It visually tightens the head and it helps the bracelet settle, so the watch wears slimmer than the dimensions suggest. Brushing across the links is consistent and linear, matching the case's finish on the lug hoods, which keeps the head to bracelet transition tidy. Side profiles are neatly finished and edges are broken just enough to avoid any bite. A big surprise of this price, the bracelet is actually held together by screw pins rather than push pins. Genuinely unexpected on a sub $100 watch, especially on a watch that costs around the $50 mark. But this is definitely a very welcome quality of life upgrade for us. Tolerances are decent and the link articulation is very good, so it drapes naturally without rattly looseness. The clasp continues that theme. It's a signed milled clasp, and when you pop it open, you're greeted by a milled inner wing. Once again, an unexpected premium touch that adds solidity to the closure and a clean positive click. Flip the watch over and you'll find a screw-down case back with the key specs around the perimeter, wrapping up a bracelet system that looks right, feels secure, and punches well above the price tag. Front and center is the synthetic sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. Legibility is excellent. Tilt it and you'll catch the subtle bluish-purple hue the coating throws at certain angles. Your eye then rides a brushed inward-sloping rehaut, a neat bit of piping that funnels you straight to the piano gloss black dial. Around the rim sits a crisp mini track, and this layout gets playful with information. Applied markers at 3, 6, and 9, and 12. At 12, we actually get a downward pointing triangle, while the remaining positions use printed Arabic numerals for the minutes, like 5, 10, 20, 25, and so on. It's a deliberate blend of applied and printed elements. The applied markers are chrome-edged and lume-filled. The handset matches classic shapes. Chrome frames, luminous centers, and the green seconds hand with the white lollipop provide the one pop of color. Text is restrained, green script above 6 and under 12, and applied Pagani Design logo in dark chrome. What I actually like is that we skip the full brand word mark and we just keep this dial ultra clean. And yes, it is dangerously close to the watch it's saluting. The lume is surprisingly strong for a Pagani watch, evenly applied, brighter charge, and genuinely useful once your eyes adjust. It finally feels like Pagani Design are done being the punchline in budget lume jokes. Inside, reliability over theatrics. The Seiko NH35 automatic with hacking and hand winding, 21,600 beats per hour and 24 joules with roughly 42 hours of power reserve. This is the sensible choice for movement in this watch. Easy to service, proven in the field, and perfectly matched to a daily wear, field and sports piece like this one. So what do you reckon? Do you think this watch is as good as I think it is? Because again, for a very budget price, we're getting a piece that looks so good it looks almost too good. Yeah. Anyways, the link to the listing is in the description below the video. Do check it out if you're after a sharp price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.